I think everyone knows about Tom and Jerry. The mischievous little mouse and the pain-enduring cat have been at it for 83 years, and they are still relevant. Hats off for them. Today I'll be taking a look at the movies they have starred in. Yes, there were movies made. 13 direct-to-DVD films and 2 theatrical releases. I won't be talking about 2 specific direct-to-DVD films simply because I haven't watched them and I was not aware of their existence. So without further ado, let's get started. 15. A Nutcracker's Tale. This is the shortest movie out of all the movies in this list. 48 minutes that is. And that's my biggest problem. If they spend at least 10 more minutes animating more additional scenes for the story to make sense in some aspects, then I think it would rank higher. It barely feels like a movie at all. I feel like I watch a stage play, and I'm not too big in stage plays, except it's not a stage play, it's an animation. Also, I feel like this is rushed, at least the story. It would definitely help a lot if there were more characters development in this movie. Tom and Jerry the movie. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I watched a decent movie most of this film's runtime. I counted like 6 songs in the first hour and the rest is, well, bad people chasing after a blonde girl. It was fine, I guess. I know we are going to be seeing a very common trend with these movies, having music sections, and they feel pretty pointless, and I'm not gonna mention them. Back to Oz. This movie felt pointless to me, if I'm being honest. I don't know if the original Wizard of Oz book had a sequel like this, cause last time I checked, the sequel was about someone else. It's fine, but I'm not so big into this one. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This one is interesting, it's entertaining, use the same characters that they have been used before in other Willy Wonka stories, but honestly, I generally prefer the other films besides this one. No offense for the people who love this film, it's pretty much a definition of it's fine. Giant Adventure, another adaptation, but I like this one better than Willy Wonka. And yes, I did enjoy seeing that half a golden egg drop on that prick's feet. It was hilarious. Okay, I'm kinda struggling to say something about these movies. They're not bad, but nothing that can make me pop my eyes out. They are the literal definition of fine. Wizard of Oz. Hopefully from now on I will talk more about these movies. As an owner of the Wizard of Oz book, I did enjoy this adaptation. It was faithful, while also sprinkling some Tom and Jerry shenanigans here and there. Robin Hood and His Merry Mouse. I mean, not too big on Robin Hood, but I did used to watch a 3D animated show of this one in my TV when I was a small boy. I really enjoy the friendly nature of this guy who wears a green hood and returning money to civilians, and also helping these civilians. This one is more or less that, with the exception being this is a movie, so it needs to be entertaining. And entertaining it was. I really enjoyed this movie, although that woman model looks awfully familiar. Meet Sherlock Holmes. I mean, it's a movie with Sherlock Holmes in the name. What were you expecting? Wait a second, I just saw that woman model literally a few seconds ago. Gotta be honest, the villain's plan was pretty cool. Abusing natural resources to use in evil doings is something you don't really see every day. Or maybe you do, who knows, I'm not a person who watches movies. At least not every day. Shiver me whiskers. Oh cool, Tom and Jerry are now pirates, or crew members, I don't know. I think pirates are cool, and this movie shows why I think that pretty clearly. Also, I love how Tom and Jerry work together in this movie. They save each other from danger even. Also, that floating skull guy is kind of funny, not gonna lie. Magic Ring. From now on, I'm talking about masterpieces, everyone. Starting with this one. They really nail it on their first try. Seriously, this is the first direct-to-DVD film, and a hilarious and over-the-top one, and obviously a very good film. You might have noticed that I haven't talked about what Tom and Jerry were doing in these movies, and truth be told, there are more or less side characters in their own movies. It's kinda sad. Makes sense, you can't turn slapstick comedy into a feature-length movie, at least not easily. This one, as well as 2 other movies I will talk about a bit later, showcase this pretty well. Yeah, it's slapstick comedy in a feature-length movie. Not a short episode to air for TVs or theaters, but it absolutely works. It just depends on what the story is and what themes are used for these movies. Also, this scene is generally the best part about this movie. I remember this part being longer to be honest, but that saxophone in the background is freaking nuts. The Lost Dragon. I don't know why, but I freaking love this one. It's well animated, the story is fascinating, and the occasional slapstick comedy is well done. And the main protagonist is very cute. I love her personality and the fact that her house is just an animal shelter with Tom and Jerry helping her. I cannot help but feel happy about her and sad whenever bad things happen to her. Spy Quest. These films are messing around, man. A Tom and Jerry spy film? Sign me up! I love the way they animated the intro credits. They just had to remind you of how this franchise started. The story? Fucking bonkers. The characters? Actually likable characters. The main villain? I like how crazy this guy is, and the fact that he has beef with the USA president is pretty funny. There are also many tense moments and lots of action scenes that are well animated. But this is probably my first and last spy film because this just set a high bar for me, honestly. Tom and Jerry 2021. Yes, I ranked it this high. I actually like this movie and it was received like shit. At least reviews make it look like that. Their main critique is that Tom and Jerry are sidelining their own movie. No shit, Sherlock. Given the story and the setting they went with, it was pretty fucking hard to make a slapstick comedy. Yes, Magic Ring also takes place in a city, but at least there was a plot device that would keep things moving. The fucking ring itself. What does this movie have? Just this hotel, really. And also, the movies I talk about in this very video, almost all of them have them sidelined in their own movie. It's harsh reality, but I will accept that. You haven't seen me complain about that problem. And these direct-to-DVD films also have a case syndrome of reusing characters and putting them in different situations. You haven't seen me complain about that either. The movie is perfectly fine, even if I found the rapping pigeons a questionable decision to include. And it's really at the start of this movie, so bad first impressions maybe. I also like the combo of animated characters in the real world, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I feel like the actors could have done better acting around these animated animals. The main protagonist seems a bit bored sometimes, but her performance was pretty good. Blast Off to Mars. You know, I hate when franchises try to jump the fence too hard by showing their characters in space. It happened with Jason, just check Jason X. A bit unnecessary, even though it was a good movie. Here though, feels right at home. I can see these two fuckers somehow end up in space. My main problem is, how can they breathe in space? I guess this is a Tom and Jerry movie, so I really should not question this. This one features a dog getting slapped by a giant robot hand, and he's still kicking in, so yeah. Also, this one and the next one focus on your favorite animals. Works. I love that aliens also have a major role in this, and I love how Jerry is considered an ancient alien. What the hell are you guys talking about? That is a mouse. End of a story. And before you say anything about this, about what I said earlier, they have alien dogs, so I doubt they don't have alien cats and mouses. Also, did I say a giant robot earlier? Yeah, they are scared by the cat, even though they have a giant robot that is likely bigger than the freaking cat. The Fast and Furry. I talk about Mario Kart a lot in this channel, and next week's scripted video will be about Mario Kart. So believe me when I say that this movie is literally a Mario Kart movie, but with Tom and Jerry, and features also original characters. And my god, this movie is the shit. This is straight up a masterpiece, the film with the most slapstick comedy, funny story, funny characters, and a damn good time. Also, if you don't believe me that this is a Mario Kart movie, actually a Mario Kart movie, then we have a short circus section, traffic, jungle, Antarctica, cameo from the desert biome, get out of here, you are boring. Underwater, gliding section, did I say jungle already? I loved it back then when I saw the air on Boomerang, and I still love it now. Welp, this was a fun nostalgia trip. While some movies age like fine wine, others not so much, but it's very surprising how many good movies I ranked in A and S tier. Tom and Jerry movies are pretty much national treasures that need to be protected. Hopefully, I managed to make you watch these movies because at the end of the day, there are no bad Tom and Jerry movies, just weak ones. Thanks for watching this video.